That's P.O.C. These are the demons getting stuck with Ontario police. And the demons that are serially stalking with Ontario police, walking the dog, the big white, bulky, masculine built female that walks multiple dogs, serially stalking and further into murder. Serial stalking by the entity is federal prison. This is the entity that's engaged in criminal summoning. Not only is this criminal conduct is relevant to surveillance that is underway on the internet, it's also exposing what is the mentally ill conduct of an entity that is already prosecuted, and they're actually engaged in failed witchcraft tactics, and they are gang stalking with regard to light activity in relevant position, while demons, including CMAX, I'm documenting them stalking with light. This is surrounding the perimeter. Remember, this is surrounding with the perimeter. This is ongoing surveillance. CMAX is gang stalking. The entity engages in criminal summoning. The entity is stalking by the airport. The entity has the fake send. This is Ontario Fire that's engaged in criminal surveillance, not firefighting. And that's why Michael Gherkin is being relieved. The entity is engaging in sounding sirens, stalking with light around me. Those are the demons, the puppets of AMR. I've already documented them. This is the P.O.C. They're gang stalking. License 9PMR 483. 9WFB 556. 09837B4, vehicle 05653. And Ontario Fire did the same thing. After they crossed my path, the siren stopped. 9JPW535, that's stalking with light conduct. This is where the fake sun rises and sets, by the way. And these are the demons. The entity, remember, they engage in criminal monitoring in the ways in which they seek to trigger. You cannot trigger me, I'm prosecuting you. You're triggering, you're implicating federal prison. These are demons that are engaging in serial stalking. The dog walker, serial stalker. The demon, the drug addict from Aegis, serial stalker. These demons engage in gang stalking on what was the 19th. Keep talking because that's the state, they're going to prison. That's the state stalking by helicopter on video, and they're engaging in that conduct under the fake sun, and they're doing it while the state is stalking right now. They're going to prison for that. In the same way that they commit assault and battery, theft of property, they're going to prison for that. And this is a gang stalker engaging in that conduct with Omnitrans, which is a gang stalker, with the airport, which is a gang stalker, with the fire department, that's a gang stalker. And these are demons that are engaged in failed witchcraft. This is the psychopathic vagina monitor. That's the P.O.C. They're monitoring vaginas. They're doing so with the Ontario Fire Department, the Ontario Police Department that's stalking here, and they're engaging in serial stalking here. This is the entity that's supposed to be engaging in what is triggering you, and you're seeing how they're triggered while you document them. This is mental illness. These are demon-possessed people. This is the people say, and they're going to prison. They're going to federal prison. That's light activity. They're monitoring together. 9VSE711. And this is an entity that is triggered when their witchcraft doesn't work against you, and they're going to prison. This is the government. This is the government that works through the welfare collecting, handicapped social security collecting, drug addicts, and demons that are gang stalking you with nowhere to live, and they're engaging with us, harassing you while you document. This is the government. You need to understand that. This is the government. This P.O.C. Ontario Fire is on the opposite side stalking. The Ontario International Airport is gang stalking, and this is the gang conduct that Ontario Police Department are sharing it. They're speaking as a state. They're stalking and engaging in activity with psychopathic pacing. Don't be distracted. These are demons. And they're not getting any sort of spiritual authority. They're going to prison. This is the P.O.C. 6XKP944, 9WLD059, 8HWF574. These are the demons that engage in stalking with impossible light. These are demons with no teeth. They're snaggletooth. They're out here gang stalking me with nowhere to live. And they're engaging in what is hostility while they're being exposed. They're irrelevant, though. They're going to prison, but they're irrelevant. What you're focusing on are these demons over here, gang stalking, under the fake sun. This is the gang violence of the government, and they're the ones that commit murder, all right? This is light activity, relevant positioning. These are the demons that are engaging in what is the pattern of conduct, criminal summoning. That's the Ontario Fire Department, American Medical Response, and their gang stalking in the past. P.O.C. All of that profanity is audible activity while Ontario, the same gang members stalking right here, including with those same stalkers, are doing so with regard to the specific environment. And the entity is engaging everything that comes out of the mouth of the state because they're not private citizens. That's the government that's conspiring your murder and then engaging what is harassing you, terrorizing you. And you are aware of the fact that it's actually the state. They're going to prison for engaging in that. They're sitting at the bus stop, the facilitating venue, to engage in stalking in the path. And pay attention to the method because I'm documenting the serial stalker, the drug addict from Aegis, like I stated, the demons that are the large, bulky, masculine-looking woman, the white woman that walks her dogs, while the Ontario police are stalking me by helicopter under the fake sun engine in the engineer light, not coincidentally, but pursuant to the P.O.C. Serial stalkers that are engaging in that. And this is what an entity is doing with regard to wanting you to identify, oh, you were stalking me before when that horrible thing happened. Oh, you were stalking me before. When that other bad thing happened, these are the ones that are gathering together. That's a tactic regarding psychological torture. Ontario Fire, Ontario Police, Ontario International Airport, American Medical Response, the state that's engaging in everything. You're going to listen to the tape because everything that's going to prison, but the entity is going to be prosecuted and shut down. Michael Gerken, Mike Lorenz, the Ontario Board, the Ontario Executive Team, the entity that's gang stalking, American Medical Response, which is engaged in a contract with the entity that's gang stalking, driving ambulances, and they're engaging, relying on this gang violence, and they're all demon possessed. Michael Gerken, demon possessed, drug addict at the bus stop, demon possessed, okay? They're doing so while they're monitoring. This is the government that's engaging when it's targeting you through drug addicts, through psychopaths that are engaging what is stalking you, doing so while they don't even have anything to lose. That's a federal offense in and of itself. The entity is engaging what is stalking you through a population of mentally ill people, and they surmise that this is supposed to be spiritually effective. What it is putting them in commitment. They're going to be committed, and they're going to prison. All right, that's the P.O.C. The entity is engaging in that pattern of conduct with the level of impunity that is unlawful, and it's already shown that this is a specific environment. And through this video, you see the fake sun, and then it's covered up. They're stalking together. Light activity. 9EZK441. They're stalking with the Ontario Fire that's maintaining light activity, the airport that's stalking, and then you're listening to everything that comes out of the mouth of the people of the state. These are demons, and this is unfortunately the reality. Chevron is gang stalking, speaking. Arco is gang stalking, speaking. Starbucks is gang stalking, speaking. The Viet American Publishing that you see gang stalking in the fake sun, speaking. The entities engaging in that P.O.C. The Aegis, where they're gang stalking right now, the fire department, the police department, they're all speaking as one, and they're going to be prosecuted accordingly. This is the entity that's engaging in conspiracy to murder. While they're conspiring your murder and gang stalking, everything that's coming out of their mouth is relevant to an unlawful threat. This is the ignoramuses that are gang stalking in California, and they are going to prison. It is gang violence. This is P.O.C. This is the entity that's engaging in that with regard to understand. The demon possessed that have nothing to lose, they commit murder for free, and they engage in that criminal activity while they are speaking to. There is no normalcy with regard to the entity that's engaged in that pattern of conduct. This is psychopathic pacing. All right, that's the P.O.C. And this is the entity. You're going to look at the video that I captured, because this is what they were doing, gang stalking with the Ontario police who were engaged in psychopathic pacing. They share the mental illness, and they come to repeat that. So I want to make sure that I reiterate all of that and understand what the entity is doing, failing at. But this is relevant to its mental illness and its criminal purpose. Seeking to psychologically torture while you're stalking and furtherance of murder. It's not happening. The entity, Ontario police, are being disbanded. Mike Lorenz is going to prison. He's going to prison for his co-defendants in every syllable that comes out of their mouth while they're stalking on behalf of those gang members. And these are gang members in California. Okay, they're engaging in gang stalking at a bus stop. This is how pathetic the people of the state are, and they're engaging in vagina monitoring as a way of life, obsessively stalking me all day and all night long. These are the demons that are engaging in that conduct. They are high on PCP, crack, and they're coming to the bus stop and engaging in conduct that they're not thinking about. These are demons engaging in that P.O.C. That's the pattern of conduct, and this is the people of the state. These are drug addicts, and that's why they're engaging